Delta community raises the alarm over siege by armed herdsmen. Omon Julius Onabo in Asaba. Residents of Isele Azagba town in Aniocha North local government area of Delta State have raised the alarm over the siege of armed herdsmen. Addressing a press conference on Saturday at the palace of the monarch in the town, the people said that 8 persons have been killed and 16 others kidnapped by the bandits during the series of attacks, including 3 attacks between February 6th and the 4th of March, that left a trail of blood and sorrow. The octogenarian traditional ruler of Isel Azagwa Kingdom HRM Obi Francis Judowa EJ II, who personally led the protest march and press conference, was joined at the event by some members of his royal council, including the Ogbelani of Isele Azagba, Chief Christian Uwando, executive members of the Isele Azagba Development Union led by its President General Chief Benneth Uche Ilo, the leader of the Community Youth Association, Comrade Ogbebu Edozie, and Vice Chairman of Aniocha North Local Government, Mr. Tobechukwu Unwamodua, and the Palace Secretary, Mr. Louis Undo. The people noted that they have been left with no choice but to call on Delta State government, the federal government, and the peace-loving global community to come to the aid of Isele Azagba, as they have been overwhelmed by the persistent attacks by the bandits they consider as, quote, terrorists. While restraining themselves from stating categorically that their community was under siege of Fulani herdsmen, the people said portions of land belonging to Isele Azagwa had been forcibly taken over by herdsmen with thousands of their cattle, scaring away people from their farmlands with dangerous weapons. Isele Azagwa people are well known as a peace-loving people. We cannot take laws into our hands. We don't even have the wherewithal to fight our attackers, who we have considered nothing else but criminals and terrorists. There has been a place in Isele Azagba bush that has been forcefully occupied and filled with thousands of cattle by herdsmen, and they are well armed. It is Isele Agba land, but now no member of the community dares to go there for the fear of being killed by the heavily armed herdsmen. We have reported the forceful takeover of our land by the herdsmen to the police. This is a failure of the government. The government at all levels have failed to protect the people. People who were abducted interacted with their kidnappers, and they know their abductors by the language they speak while in the kidnappers' den. So they are able to tell who the kidnappers are, Edozie said. Speaking further on the ordeal of the residents of Isele Azagwa, the community youth leader said they could no longer sit back and watch a situation where women and children daily being turned widows and orphans due to unprovoked attacks. The hoodlums have decided to take this place as their refuge and doing whatever they like. How can the federal government secure us in Isele Azagwa from Abuja? Meanwhile, the attackers come to make our women widows and husbands widowers. The situation now is Isele Azagwa people versus the herdsmen and criminals. Yes, the community has been doing its best, and the police too have been doing their best. They have been patrolling the town in the past few days, but we don't know whether it will be sustained. Therefore, we want the state government to fulfill its promises in October last year to fence the mixed signals school for safety of the students and teachers. Secondly, there should be good access to road from Isele Azagwa to Otulu community by tarring the 2-kilometer road, he added. Although the community has for decades played host to numerous people of different ethnic extraction and religious affiliations, including Hausa and Fulani, Urhobo, Edo, and Yoruba, most of who reside here and work in Asaba, Onitsha, and other neighboring towns. The unsolicited presence of armed herdsmen in their kingdom has been a major source of pain and unhappiness to Isele Agba people. The President General of the Development Union lamented that through the vigilance of the group in the town has worked tirelessly to complement the efforts of the police and other security operatives to ensure security in the community. The attacks have apparently increased the intensity and frequency. 2 persons, including a teacher, were killed when Isele Azagba community was attacked by bandits who abducted several persons in October 2017. The gunmen struck again in February 6th, and then February 23rd, and yet again on the 4th of March, killing 2 people, injuring many, and taking other hostages for ransom on each occasion. Ilo said on the 6th of February 2020, another attack was carried out in which one engineer, Sebastian Kadri, was killed in his house. On the 4th of March 2020, another attack came that was one too many. Nonetheless, youths, men, women, and the elderly besieged the venue of the press conference in protest with placards bearing various messages. Enough of the killings in our beloved town. Izela Zagwa. Herdsmen attack has become unbearable in Izela Zagwa. Our wives are not safe, husbands are not safe, children are not safe, teachers are not safe, property are not safe, crops not safe. Other placards displayed the venue of the press conference road, Okwa, Okwa, Okwa. Izela Zagba is calling for help. Bandits have been taking over our community. We cannot walk free in Izela Zagba. The activities of the herdsmen must stop in Izela Zagba, and it is only the responsibility of the government to protect lives. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think that Boko Haram and their bandits, which is the herdsmen, are going too far? And do you feel like Delta State has the right equipment and also the capability to combat all these killings? Please put your comments in the comment section below and do not forget to like and subscribe.